Most professional service business owners, when asked if they would like to get more clients, they immediately say yes. It's the default answer, right? Like, who doesn't want more clients? But you see, I believe that's the wrong question to ask, because clarity matters. You don't just want more clients, you want the right type of clients for your business, for the service you offer. So what is an ideal client? Well, that depends. Depends on what? Depends on the industry you are in. It depends on the service you offer. It depends on the offer you have, right? All of these things define who your ideal client is, because you are not here for everyone. And by trying to speak to everyone, you are going to end up speaking to nobody, because your expertise, your system, your solution, your offer, they are designed for a specific type of person, for an ideal customer profile, right? For your ICP. And the thing you need to realize is that the more somebody pays for your service, the more serious they are going to be, the more likely they are to listen to what you have to say, the more likely they are to implement or use the advice that you give them. Take, for example, this scenario. You have two identical books and they are priced at two different price points. Although the books are identical, one costs $10, the other one costs $1,000. Now you have two different people. One person goes to the $10 book, right? And they buy the book, go home, and what are they going to do? Chances are, depending on the person, they might read it, or because it's a cheap book and because the financial investment wasn't significant, they didn't feel it in their pocket, right? Their wallets didn't get lighter. Chances are they're gonna put it to the side and decide to read it later. Maybe when they have some time, they're busy with work, perhaps they have a family and they cannot get around to reading the book, and it sits in the corner of the room and gathering dust. Now the other person buys the exact same book, but they pay $1,000 for it. What are the chances the second person goes home and puts the book in the corner of the room where it's gonna gather dust for months before they decide to actually read it? Zero. Why? Because they paid $1,000 to get access to the information in that book. And so you have to think about the customer profile that you serve. Is it a high ticket buyer? Is it a low ticket buyer? There's a big difference between these two ends of the spectrum. Usually the low ticket buyers, they try things, right? They're not serious. They dabble around. They try different providers. They complain about not getting everything within a low ticket price. Whereas high ticket clients, right? The people who buy expensive things, just like in the example with the book, you better bet they're going to execute because their wallets took a hit to get your service or product. And so I think regardless of the service you offer, perhaps you're an accountant or a lawyer, or you are even a marketing agency and you work with other businesses, it's very important to think about how you price your offer. What part of the market you are looking to serve? Are you looking to serve the low ticket buyers or the high ticket buyers? Because depending on which part of the market you are willing to serve, that's how you have to structure your offer. And the reason why a lot of, for example, agencies or consultants, they struggle with getting clients because they are priced incorrectly. They're trying to reach a higher level of buyer, high ticket buyers, but they are priced at a lower point. And so the high ticket buyers don't expect to pay a low ticket price for a high ticket service. They are willing to pay more to get a great service than sacrifice the quality for price because they can afford it. Now, of course, low ticket offers, they have a place. They're actually quite important in the sales funnel, because if you think of the sales funnel at the top, you have the discovery process, right? You have people who still are barely discovering who you are. They are barely getting to know your brand and the services that you offer. And for those people, you might have, all sorts of like free resources, or you might have low ticket offers just to get them to experience some of the value that you can provide to them, right? Before getting them to move down the funnel into higher levels of commitment. But here's the barrier most service providers experience, which is your pricing mindset. Because when you ask most service providers to increase the price of their services, they hesitate. Are my clients going to think I'm greedy? Are they going to go to one of my competitors who are priced more cheaply? But this is not a market problem, it's a mindset problem. You are projecting your own beliefs about money onto your clients. And remember the book example I gave you a couple minutes ago. The two books are identical, but one costs $10, the other one costs $1,000. And so the person who paid $1,000 for the book will automatically, even though the two books are identical, will value the $1,000 book more because they paid more for it. The price anchor is much higher. And the thing to understand here is what seems completely excessive to one person looks completely reasonable to another person. Now, pricing your service higher is not exploitation. Of course, you can make some case, for example, if the information in the $1,000 book is the same with the information in the $10 book, then the person who paid $1,000 got ripped off. And of course, that's a very extreme example just to illustrate, just to get my point across. But generally speaking, if you have a service that you believe in, you are good at what you do, then it becomes filtration. Because by offering a higher ticket service, you are attracting people who are committed, people who are serious, and people who are ready to take action. You are filtrating the high ticket buyers from the low ticket buyers. And the high ticket buyers is where you want to focus your attention. So the core shift in your mindset, in the way you price your offer, in the way you position yourself and your brand is, how do I attract the right type of clients? The clients who are ready to commit, the clients who are willing to invest, and the clients who are right for the service I offer. And so it all starts with shifting your mindset from volume to quality, from low commitment to high investment, because this is a crucial component of how you build a scalable business.